I can already hear sirens. Okay. We had hella effect from the hurricane. I'm giving my trees an inspection, and my husband just cut the lawn, and the winds and the rains from the hurricane. Of course, we have no Wi-Fi, no power, so I'm pre-recording this. Looks like I might have lost one of my, oh no, one of my play pretties got blown away. Oh well, it is what it is. So some of us, luckily we have no trees down, but look at all that mess on the ground. And of course, just little bitty stuff. Things that should not be, we have to put back together and pick up. Oh! But yeah, and we have no power, no Wi-Fi, nothing. Because even though it's down in Florida and Georgia, I'm still southern, I'm just a little bit up from there. But my phone, even though we can't get signals, our towers are out, our power's out, and you don't realize how spoiled you are to power until you lose it. Looks like I've got some damage right into there. But this is why we kept the lawn real simple. Because it's a community of manufactured housings. So the neighborhood's real quiet. Don't hear a lot of comings and goings. We kept getting weather alerts. I was actually online last night modifying for a friend, and it was saying take shelter, so at any point in time, and that's the thing about living on the East Coast, the bottom end, the southern end of the East Coast is, while it looks all pretty and clear now, we're still under a threat till 2. They were pop-off tornadoes. Luckily, as for me and my house, we served God. We were kept protected. I can't say so much for all the sirens I've heard screaming. It did flip my neighbor's, he's a veteran, he's got little kids. It did flip his trampoline over because that thing was up last night when I come out here, and I was like, it was lightning. I mean, it was like end times kind of storm. It was awful. But I'm letting you look. I can't look in the lens right now, but trying to see if I got any trees down, because those little bitty trees and my bird feeders made it, so let's see if I can pull them in. We feed the birds in those. And you can tell that it's not done because there ain't a bird, and my yard is a bird sanctuary. We have birds all over the place. I have doves, pigeons, ravens, crows, robins, blue jays, cardinals, Carolina wrens. We have all that, but the storm is still rolling in because goodbye blue sky. It's kind of looking like the last little bit of blue I can possibly squeeze is slowly going away. So husband went into town. I'm like, well, go see if McDonald's has Wi-Fi and see if you can contact our power company so we can see what's going on. So the only loss I took was on a solar hickey. And the cats have been like really perturbed at the weather. And of course, it stays so wet back here. There's mold. I'm standing in mildew. Trailer company, if you want to call it that, it is a manufactured home. They're not double wides. They are actually 25,000 square feet homes, so they're ginormous. But the idiots screwed us so many ways by not putting down, what do you call that, where you seal your wood. That was never done. And then my latest fiasco was, and luckily we put it all back together, is I had to unlock and unpack everything under here, which was a joke. Just trying to, it's like Jenga trying to remember how it goes back. But my faucet had come real loose. So there's that. So I just woke up and I said, you know what? As the old commercial goes, slap me with a V8, because I didn't get my sleep. Because when you sleep with a fan, the moment that fan comes off, no matter how heavy of Seroquel I have took, sorry, I have throat issues. No matter how much Seroquel I took, the moment the fans turned off and then the phones were screaming klaxon every so often, it was at that point I'm like, well, I'm just up. But I was so tired. I'm sorry, you're going to have to hear me do this. I have really bad throat stones. They won't take them out because of, it would affect my breathing and possibly collapse my entire throat. So that's a lot of fun. I got to get through my meds. Got to take my good medicine this morning. Since there's no Wi-Fi, we will go back to the old days of reading, which is something I do anyway. Thank God I had my power bank so I wouldn't lose. But we can't even access our internet or our cell towers. So because we're on the side of a mountain and kind of sloping towards the Twinkle Toes, because we're on rural mail carriers, rural Wi-Fi, it thinks I'm 30 miles away from the actual point of location. We are so far out in the woods, my Wi-Fi does not pick up. It picks up the next major city or the one that we have to go to do trading with. So anyway, I was modding last night. Sorry I had to leave you, honey, but the power went out, Wi-Fi went out, and my networks went out. And now we're like, oh my goodness, how long is it going to take to get the power back on? So that's where I'm at today. I hope that anybody that is in the path of this current hurricane is not, suffering any detrimental damage. We've heard fire trucks, EMS, and sirens screaming all day. So there's been people that were hurt in the night. But as for me and my house, we served the Lord, and He kept us safe as I prayed to get us through this night. And now it's just so serene and quiet. So anyway, I just wanted to check in case my mods, if you don't see me, I'm still here, but, and the hurricane is still about. So anytime there's one on the East Coast, we suffer tropical storms. I survived a Cat 5 hurricane. It was terrifying. It was worse it was as equal to God's wrath that I think I would ever see. I survived 2 to 3 tornadoes. My car got struck by lightning, but I was safe. I got caught in a microburst. Me and the kids and that baby daddy way back then, we went to the mountains, and we went up high where there was a creek, which turned into a roaring rapid. So I got stuck on the side of a big mountain camping many years ago, and the only way we were able to cross it was throw all the young'uns in gear in the back of a pickup truck and have them winch us across the water. Me and Mother Nature, we don't hee-haw too good. But let's see what it's looking like out there. It's nice and bright. I can see the tree line. But you like my fake plants. Anyway, this is one of them weird life updates. Pray for us because the storm has not passed, but the eye of the storm, we hope, is passed over us. And now we have to worry about residual storms popping up, such as tornadoes, which last time this happened, we usually get hurricanes. They start from August and they can go up to October in my area. It's beautiful. I love being from the South. I love being Southern, talking funny, and all that sort of thing. But I guess I'm going to have to go because I got to do my studying. I got to get some meds in, shank myself, get my devices done. And by the sounds of my voice, I got to have this is my little treat, y'all. It's not a Red Bull. Okay, let me take this off. It's not a Red Bull. I endorsed it on my short that said Happy Things. I ate it with Taco Bell, which, when am I ever going to learn to quit eating Taco Bell? But that Mexican pizza is the bomb. And, I lost my teeth to bone disease, so anything Mexican that has crunch, or that munch, if you know, you know. I had posted this with my Mexican pizzas, which are to die for. And my husband's that close, I'm tempted to eat it again. But y'all know what Taco Bell does to the old recto, so there you go. I do recommend these. They're on Amazon. I get them I get a 4-pack for $4.98. But sadly, because of my voice box Discord, because I sang on an app for 5 years and made money in connections, but I ripped out my voice box, and also I have throat stones. Didn't even know that was a thing, so now I sound like I got gravel in the back of my throat when I talk too much. So sometimes I can control my vocal cords, but a lot of times I just talk, and then because me and the husband, we've been together, we've served matrimony for 40 plus years. It's okay if we go all day and only say a few words, but I am going to have to go because I have to be on alert because there are black skies on the horizons. If you see this, I hope that you see me again because we never know. We are still under threat of the storm, but none of us can get updates where we're at because we're so rural. Husband, like I said, has went into town. So, and I'll leave you with one more tidbit. If you are on manufactured drugs, like my insulin is $600 a box. Luckily, I have my husband's insurance. But if you are on medications that cost more money than you can afford, contact GlaxoSmithKline, Pfizer, AstraZeneca. Just call their main number. Tell them that you're poor. If you do have insurance, it really, really works because the insurance, they pay these people, for an example, because this is one I have to take once a week. They will pay your insurance and you don't have to pay nothing. So now this is $3,000 a box for 5 pens. So insulin ain't cheap, yo. That's all I got to say. And speaking of all I got to say, this is all I got to say. I'm about to have a fit. I want to slam this right now. They're so small. If anybody from V8, which I highly doubt, ever sees this, please make this into a full-size soda. I could drink a whole case of these right now because my throat's raw. I'm give out, and we're waiting on the husband to come back. So thanks for watching. Keep us in your prayers, and if you're out there like the rest of us, suffering from the effects of the storm and your yard's all the hell, and somebody, I heard earlier the hubby say that somebody had, their building got uprooted, so I don't know, we're in the past, so if I don't post for a little while, you'll know why. But the moment that you see my shorts start rambling back up, and or a catch-up, because we were going to do a recipe, me and my husband, for the weekend for my channel, but it looks like that's not going to happen until we get some power running. And of course, with asthma and the throat issue, my little machines can't work. But anyway, I am talking incredibly too much. It's time to go. Thanks for watching. Please pray for us on the East Coast. We have to go through this every year. All right, I'm out of here. Peace out, y'all.